851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
Today was meant to be a continuation of my mini-series discussing the future of aircraft in the coming 12 months. However, picking up from where we've left off in 2019, the 737 MAX is back in the spotlight with a brand new potential design flaw that is relatively concerning and has created more and more doubt around the aircraft's eventual safe return, and begging the question why it was actually ever flown. Before we begin, a shameless plug that I rarely do in actual videos to my Instagram page. It's not under the Aviation branding, but might be of interest to you. The link will be below. However, this new issue surrounds a potential short circuit that could occur from a wiring issue. The issue has now been confirmed by both Boeing and the Federal Aviation Administration just yesterday. The wiring issue was found by relevant parties during Boeing's extensive testing phase for their 737 MAX, which, as we know, still remains grounded. However, we are so early on since the wiring issue has actually been found, it's unclear just what will come of this, especially when talking a design change, which would no doubt impact the aircraft's eventual return to service date even further than it already is. The New York Times are the ones who broke the story, and they said that two bundles which are close together were indeed being reviewed. The New York Times even said that the two bundles which are meant to be close together were indeed being reviewed. What's more concerning is that they also went on to say that these two bundles, should they actually short circuit together, could lead to a crash if the pilots do not respond in the correct manner. This is again very similar to the MCAS, which, as we know, needed to be corrected by pilots in the right way. Failure to do so resulted in the planes going down. The point though still remains that it should have never had to have come to that in 2019. Following these findings, Boeing is now expected to try and replicate real-world scenarios in flight simulators to help determine whether the issue could be as catastrophic as first imagined and as catastrophic as the FAA actually labelled themselves. It's a process, though, that they are not unfamiliar with, as in the past 10 months, since the grounding, they've conducted constant flight simulator tests with their 737 MAX in a bid to get it recertified. While Boeing continues to assess the issues, one of its major concerns will no doubt be the organising of the wire bundles. If the issue does need actual fixing, it's not only that it could delay the 737 MAX return to service, but it would also see likely the 800 or so delivered MAXes needing to be changed/fixed. Obviously, this is the best approach for safety. However, it will no doubt see more and more airlines lose patience with the product that is being put on offer to them and the constant problems. What's interesting is that a Boeing senior engineer said directly to the New York Times that finding such a problem isn't unusual, and especially fixing them. In addition, it's not particular to the MAX or Boeing. Take this as you will, but I'd like to add my own 2 cents, something I rarely do here. But I feel this is 100% right. Problems do occur on multiple types, whether that be an engine, aircraft, something in the cockpit, or something else. However, these problems usually occur before the type has actually been certified and is given the all clear to fly safely, not constantly one after the other following 2 deadly incidents like the Boeing 737 MAX. Production is ceasing this month for the 737 MAX series following the continued problems and grounding, and customers are indeed still in the dark over a return date. In fact, everyone is. If I had a penny for every time I saw a question along the lines of when will the MAX return, I think we all could have probably launched our own replacement jet. The fact, sadly, is there is no date. While Boeing has kept giving us estimates, they've quickly stopped doing that now, and it seems evident that a date is not set, and if it flies, it will only fly when ready, whether that be in September of this year or in April. However, if these problems continue to appear, it'll no doubt further delay the return of the aircraft to the skies. With that being said, thank you very much for tuning into another one of my videos. I do very much look forward to seeing you all next time.